Are you ready for a good time? Now I know why they changed the theme song, because there is no good time on Friday nights. It is time for your Friday night shit-down review, and that's exactly what this show was. This show was shit, and if I'm being honest, I can't remember the last time I seen a good WWE show, or even a half-decent WWE show. It's been months. It's been a couple of months at least since I sat down and I watched a Raw or Smackdown and I thought, you know what, this show actually was okay. This show wasn't bad. I mean, the truth is, WWE is at an all-time low. And I might be a WWE fan. WWE might be my favourite company, the granddaddy of them all, you know. But at the moment, we've got to be honest, that this is fucking horrendous. This is probably the worst wrestling's been. Now, yeah, there may have been times over the years where I've stopped watching and maybe wrestling was worse than this. I don't know. But right now, this is fucking horrendous. It's the Triple H era. When he first took over, it actually wasn't that bad. I'm not saying it got great, but you could see the differences he was implementing, and it felt different. You know, you felt like you were getting a change. And sometimes a change, whether it's for better or worse, a change is exactly that. It's a change, and sometimes it can just freshen things up a little bit, make things more interesting. But now, this Triple H era, the change is complete. Alright, there's no more implementing stuff. You don't see things turning. You don't see slowly going from a McMahon era into a Triple H era. The change is done. We're seeing now the Triple H era in full effect, in my opinion, in full flow. And it fucking sucks, man. It does. This big-nosed bastard has pretty much ruined the WWE. He has, and you know, it's a separate video that I need to make, but anyone saying that WWE's good, you're lying to yourself, man, and it's sad. Just be fucking honest, man. Why lie? You know, why? You might be a WWE fan, you might hate AEW or dislike Tony Khan, I don't know what, but you're simply lying to yourself to claim that WWE is good at the moment, because it's not. It is fucking shit. It is horrible. It might be better than AEW, but not by much. If we're being honest, I mean, not by much. Kick off the show, undisputed WWE Tag Team titles, the Brawling Brutes versus the Usos. Long, boring fucking match that you knew the Usos were going to retain. I mean, the Usos could pretty much go up against anybody at this stage, and you know they're going to retain. They would have retained against Sheamus and Drew. But you take Drew out, and you put in fucking Butch, who's been unable to beat the Usos for months. And who do you think was going to win this match? Honestly, could they not have got Sheamus a better replacement, a better partner than fucking Butch? Seriously, what a joke. Long, boring-ass match. Goes about 20 odd minutes, and the Usos win. Surprise, surprise, said absolutely no one. Then we get WWE, Kurt Angle, legend, returning Hall of Famer, call him what you want. He's arrived, the Olympic gold medalist, and they're hosting a birthday celebration for Kurt tonight, and it's like so fucking lame. They know the product's bad now, so any chance they get to bring a legend back because it's their birthday, they'll just do it. This would never happen back in the day. The only time there would be like a birthday celebration was if it was going to be part of a storyline. They were going to implement it into a storyline, or have like, you know, an opportunity to push someone, like you know, like a heel. A heel would come out and interrupt the babyface's birthday party, or something like that. Or you know, it was a part of like you know, This Is Your Life, Foley and Rock. You know, it was part of the story. This is just, you know what, SmackDown sucks, WWE sucks. Kurt Angle's birthday here, we've got an opportunity to bring back a legend, and maybe we'll get a slight pop in the ratings. And that's it. You know, a fucking horrible birthday party. I love Kurt Angle, but this meant nothing. This was garbage. Nothing happened. He came back. I'll talk what happened later when he gets the segment, but here he's with Gable Stevenson. Then Braun Strowman, the so-called monster among men, appears. How about the pussy among bitches? Because the guy walks in, fucking neutered, like demasculated, and he's like shaking hands with Gable Stevenson. Oh, hi Kurt. Oh, you're Gable Stevenson. Oh, you're in the Performance Center. When you want to come to SmackDown, we need you, and you can get these hands. Then Gable says, yeah, he wouldn't mind testing himself against those hands. Then Braun Strowman's like, that's what I like to see, good sport. It's like, what? This guy's supposed to be a monster, and he's fucking backstage, hugging people, shaking hands. I mean, what the fuck, mate? Seriously, shake yourself off the roster. Go back to your hotel room doing drugs or whatever it is you're good at, because you're not a monster. You're not a legit fucking 7-foot badass. This Jeff Jarrett was right. This is a fucking faggot in skinny jeans, man. It is what it is. This ain't a monster. This ain't a real superstar. This guy's he's nothing. Absolutely nothing. Then we get LA Knight. And look, I like LA Knight. I think LA Knight's great. For me, LA Knight should be a champion. Get the belt off Roman Reigns. Give LA Knight a push. Make him world champion. The guy can talk. The guy has these characteristics where you just, when he's talking, you listen. It does remind me of The Rock. He does have similarities to The Rock, but him versus the Bray Wyatt return has absolutely sucked, and you're just killing LA Knight by having LA Knight involved in this. I think if you look at the roster, I mean, you probably couldn't find two people that are like more different. LA Knight and Bray Wyatt, two people that do not belong in a feud together, and somehow he is Bray Wyatt's return feud, and it's such a slow burn. It wouldn't be so bad if it was like a one pay-per-view and done, and they were going to get it over with, but they are dragging the fucking arse out it. They are dragging this along, kicking and screaming, and I just want it to end. I want it to end. These two do not suit each other. People say Bray Wyatt's the Undertaker, which is an absolute insult to Taker. But let's say he is. If Bray Wyatt's the Undertaker, and if LA Knight's The Rock, when you look at The Rock and Undertaker, they very rarely feuded when The Rock, was The Rock and Taker was like the dead man, because the styles didn't really clash. Anytime I think of Rock Taker, it's always when Taker came back as the American Badass or Big Evil. I don't really recall much, Undertaker, Ministry of Darkness, Taker versus Rock. It didn't really happen because they just didn't really click. The gimmicks, the styles didn't really go together. And it's the same with these two, man. They don't go together, but for some reason, it's been dragging out for ages and ages and ages. I don't get it. LA Knight says that he knows Bray Wyatt attacked him, and no shit. No fucking shit, man. We all know it's Bray Wyatt. Jesus Christ. What is he, Inspector fucking Gadget, man? You haven't solved a mystery, mate. You haven't won the fucking lottery. We all know it's Bray Wyatt, you stupid cunt. You don't have to tell us that as if you're finding out breaking news here. And then he goes to the back and he finds a Bray Wyatt shirt, and then the lights go off, and then we see Bray Wyatt in a mask. Whoop-de-doo. Another week. Another fucking load of shit, another bunch of nothing essentially. Then we get a contract signing between Gunther and Ricochet. Ricochet brings out the New Day with him because why not? This segment couldn't get any worse, it couldn't get any cringy, more cringy, so why not bring out the New Day? Gunther's like, Ricochet, I'm gonna show you what you already know, that I am boring as fuck. I took the belt off you. I am wrestler. I am not performer. And then Ricochet makes fun of Gunther for saying that Imperium are not performers. He was trying to go down a bedroom joke. He was trying to insinuate that they can't perform in the bedroom. But when you've got Ricochet trying to do comedy, man, it just doesn't fucking work. It really does not work. And then you've got the New Day, who at this stage just need to split up. You just need to end the New Day. The New Day are stale. The New Day are cringy. The New Day are fucking horrible. Them and Ricochet trying to do comedy, it would make you want to put a brick through your TV. It really would. And then they go, Imperium can't perform. Imperium can't and it leads to a chant with the crowd. I mean, if you're in the crowd and you're chanting Imperium can't perform, then honestly, man, just go home and shoot yourself, because that sums up your life, man. If you're chanting along with that, if the Imperium can't perform's the highlight of your Friday night, then what are you doing with yourself? Seriously. Then we get the match, 6-man tag match. Who cares? Ricochet and the New Day win. Ricochet goes up top, hits a 450 splash on Ludwig Kaiser. And seriously, why is this Kaiser, if we're looking at this logically, why is this Kaiser guy not kicked out the group by now? Because we've seen when he first got a couple of losses, Gunther was pissed. Gunther was chopping the fuck out of him. Now you could say that was the McMahon era, and Triple H just took over, and Gunther's no longer this, like, you know, German Nazi tank. He's no longer this, like, you know, sinister, you know, evil guy that's going to punish people. But it just makes no sense. This Ludwig Kaiser guy loses every single week. Why is Gunther putting up with it? It makes no sense. I mean, back in the day, the guy lost one match and he was getting his chest chopped to shit, you know, and now he loses a match every week and nothing happens to him. Really bad. Then we come back from the break. We've got the Bloodline. Sammy's... Next week we're in Chicago. The Usos say it'll be a big night for Sammy. The Tribal Chief's coming back. It said it might be good if Sammy trims his hair and his facial hair. And who knows? I guess we're going to get a Sami Zayn makeover. I don't care. This show needs a makeover. I've got Rey Mysterio backstage. Trainer's working on his knee. In comes Scarlett. The camera pans on her for about 2 seconds. That was okay, but then Karrion Kross walks in. He tells a story about how Scarlett's from Romania and they had a horse, a champion horse, a race horse. And then the horse got old, so it became a workhorse. And then the horse got old and it couldn't work. And then he says it's sad when you have to put an animal down, and basically insinuating that Rey's the animal here. Then he walks off. I mean, a bit weird. It wasn't horrible, but it was a bit fucking weird. Well, then we have Gable and Otis trying to get into Kurt Angle's party, and they're not on the list. So he says, maybe try me under Master Gable, maybe try me under Mr. 450 IQ, and he's not under any of these names. Then the Street Profits come in, and I think they're under, like, Prophet of the Streets or some shit like this. Anyway, why the hell is there all these fucking bums, all these jobbers at Kurt Angle's party, but Master Gable isn't invited? You know, it's a bit dumb. I mean, it's not like it was not like Kurt Angle's party was for like VIPs or main eventers. I mean, literally every jobber was here, but apparently, apart from Gable and Otis, so who knows? Then we get Liv Morgan, Tegan Nox versus Shayna Baszler and SmackDown Women's Champion Ronda Rousey. Right, this was the best part of the show, man, bar none. The name of the show is SmackDown. I tell you what, as The Rock would say, I'd love to lay the SmackDown on Liv Morgan's ass. You just seen Liv Morgan standing there, looking at Ronda Rousey, ass cheeks popping out, and that's as good as this gets. That's as good as this show gets. SmackDown, how about smack that ass? I mean, I'd love to lay the SmackDown on Liv Morgan, but, I mean, the match itself fucking sucked. Tegan Nox, the Rainbow Warrior, rainbow-haired warrior. I mean, who gives a shit? Looking like a feminazi Antifa member, man. Don't need to see this. There's too many of these people in WWE, and now Triple H is bringing even more back. Tegan Nox isn't a draw. Nobody cares about Tegan Nox. I mean, nobody cares about Liv Morgan as well, to be fair. She wasn't hot. I wouldn't care about her. And Tegan Nox ain't hot, so I definitely don't care about her. And you got Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey just looking like fucking death, to be honest. Raquel comes out. Who cares? Broken arm. Shitey, shiny wizard on Shayna Baszler. 1, 2, 3. Tegan Nox and Liv Morgan win. Then Kurt Angle comes out for the birthday party celebration. And he thanks everybody. Thanks the crowd. Oh, thank you. Thank you. And then Gable comes out. And he says this is the only time the fans are right when they chant "You suck" at Angle. Gable's not happy that he wasn't on the list. He says that Angle has no integrity, he's lost his intensity, and he wants to keep whatever shred of intelligence he has left. And he says that he tells Angle he needs to get out of Alpha Academy's ring because the celebration is over and Otis is going to eat the birthday cake. Then the fans chant "Eat the fucking cake." What the hell? What is happening here? Oh, what is happening? Then Angle looks like he's defeated. He walks off. He's going to leave. But no. Out comes Gable Stevenson on a milk truck. Angle then gets the milk, sprays the milk in the ring. The milk hits Otis. Otis starts drinking the milk. Gable's, you know, swimming like a fish. And that's it. that is how you end SmackDown. Kurt Angle and Gable Stevenson have a toast. They chug milk as the fans cheer them on. And then the fans chant, "You suck" at Angle as SmackDown goes off the air. Again, we've seen it all before. The milk thing, they're just literally doing stuff in the past because they've got nothing new. They can't do anything good that's new, so they just need to try and relive the past with a Kurt Angle that can barely walk, a Kurt Angle that is past it, a Kurt Angle that can't go anymore, a Kurt Angle that doesn't look like he wants to be there, to be honest. Then you've got Gable Stevenson, a guy nobody cares about. They're just reliving spots from the past, with legends from the past, in segments that don't matter. I mean, it's just basically copying something that happened 20 years ago, because 20 years ago wrestling was good, and 20 years later it's fucking not good. It sucks now. So, I mean, there you go. This SmackDown wasn't good. But you know what? I mean, Liv Morgan's ass did look pretty good, and we did get to see Kurt Angle. You know what? I'll give it a 2 out of 10. And the Karrion Kross thing with Rey Mysterio, it was a wee bit different. It wasn't horrible. I'm going to give it a 2 out of 10. I feel like I'm being very generous with a 2 out of 10 because honestly, this show wasn't good. So there you go, 2 out of 10, guys. Let me know what you think down below. But yeah, SmackDown for a period, man. Back in, like, was it 2001? SmackDown was... Not 2001. SmackDown was really good back then. 2021, actually, SmackDown was a decent show. I mean, you'd Edge on it, you'd Seth Rollins. Yeah, the Bloodline were still relatively new. They weren't completely boring. Plus, you got them there every week. Not like now, where Roman Reigns is like gone 6 weeks and turns up every once in a while. But yeah, a lot of stuff. You had Sami Zayn with his like conspiracy theory stuff. Yeah, I mean, SmackDown was actually good back then. I don't know what's happened to SmackDown. Even like a year ago, 6 months ago, it was still relatively decent, but honestly, man, since Pat McAfee left, the shows went to shit. Need to bring back Pat. Anyway, guys, that's it. 2 out of 10. Let me know what you thought down below. But yeah, this show wasn't very good. Till next time, peace.